Hello, it's Kristen Bryant. Today I want to show you how to make 2 cards using the Cake Fancy stamp set. And I'm going to show you one that's for men and one that's for women. When you look at this stamp set, you may just think, oh, it's just a card for women. But I wanted to challenge myself to come up with a card today that I could do that would be a masculine card, because I still have a lot of men that I give cards to. This is a standalone stamp set that's in our mini catalog, Cake Fancy. It doesn't have dies or punch that come with this, although I'm using a punch today to go along with that. So I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to be using for the masculine card Crushed Curry, Pebbled Path, Mossy Meadow, and Misty Moonlight. So I'm going to start here with a card base. I'm using just the basic white thick cardstock. I ahead of time embossed. This is a piece of Pebbled Path, and I don't know if you can see, it just has a real faint little etched look into it. This is the die. It's a pack of 3. It's the basics die, or basics embossing folders. It's a set of 3 that is in our online exclusives. I use this one a lot. It's just kind of a nice subtle background. I'm going to put a little adhesive on each of the corners here, and I'll put this on the card base. So that's for, oops. Sorry, it kind of slipped out of my fingers there. So this piece is 4 inches by 5 1/4. That way there's a little border around each edge, and actually I don't like this. It needs a little bit more there. All right, so I'm gonna now set this aside. I have a piece of white here. I'm gonna get my dimensions, my little cheat sheet. This piece is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then I have a piece of the Misty Moonlight. This is 3 inches by 4 inches. I'll put this onto here. And then I also want to challenge myself to use Celebration Designer Series paper. We're almost done with Celebration. This is with a softly stippled Designer Series paper, and I thought I want to try and make a masculine card. I'm using that too, so that is out of that pack. This is 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. So each one is a 1/4 inch smaller than the paper right before it. So this is what we'll have here. I'm going to be using this punch here. This does come with it coordinates with the stamp set, but it's just a great one to have for different greetings. And I already punched out some, oh, I messed up. I want to show you. Good thing I don't put a lot of adhesive. I wanted to show you how before you put this on, I've been doing this for how long and I'm still making mistakes. Before you put this on, punch, because I'm going to be using this for part of the card. And we can make use of every little piece of paper here. So you're not going to see where I punched that. So I figure I might as well just get that layer from the center of that. I'm going to start with the Pebbled Path, and I'm going to do the birthday wishes with this. And I'm just going to put this right at the bottom. And now I'm done with this one. I'll set it away. I don't like to keep too many stamp pads open because I tend to just get going fast and mess up. So I don't want to do that. This is just a little base of the candle. And my Mossy Meadow has seen its better days, so I just wanted to make sure I got that good. So I just set this right in the center, and then I'm rinsing my candle off, because then I'm going to do 2 of the Misty Moonlight candles, 1 on each side of that. So I try and just go to the side. There we go. And then now with the Crushed Curry, I'm going to do the candle. And so here is the little light of a candle. All right. Now I'm going to take our Pebbled Path ribbon, and I'm just going to do a little tie on the edge here. Whoops. Just on the side, because then I'll put the candle with the birthday wishes over to the side. All of the stamps that I'm using are in the Cake Fancy stamp set, so I didn't borrow any greetings or anything from another one. It's nice to know that it's got a good variety in there. Oops, I need to take a little more off this top one. Ah. All right, so I have this just like that. I'm going to add some adhesive onto the Misty Moonlight one. And I'm just gonna set this here. And then I'm going to grab my dimensionals here and put a couple on the back of this. And I only have my mini ones here. I messed up and didn't set that out, but they will do. And so here, I'm just gonna do it this way. So the first one is this direction, and then the second one is that direction. And so here's just for the card front. I'm now going to add some adhesive onto there. And here you go, the finished card. Isn't that great? Just very simple. You could make a bunch of these cards in no time at all, but just a nice masculine card that you can give to someone that you're needing to give a card to. For the next card, I'm going to switch colors here, and I'm going to be using Smoky Slate, Flirty Flamingo, and Lemon Lolly. Lemon Lolly is one of the new colors that we added this past year. And I'm going to start here with the card. Oh, I think I forgot it. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. I forgot to bring these two pieces over. For this card, I am starting with the Lemon Lolly. This is just a 5.5 by 8.5 piece that I'm just folding in half. And then I have a white piece that is 4.5 by 3.25. And a Flirty Flamingo one that is 4 3/4 by 3.5. So it's just a 1/4 inch bigger than that. So I'm gonna start with the bottom, and I'm just gonna do the cake stand or cake plate, depending on what you like to call it. And I'm just putting this at the bottom. And I'll put the Smoky Slate away. And now I'm gonna do yellow cake, and it could be frosting or cake. But I'm going to just put this on, and it's great that it's photopolymer, so you can really see where you're stamping. I'm going to stamp 3 layers because I want a tall cake. It's funny, when my son was young, he was doing a project and for school, and he ended up doing a 7-layer cake, and it was about the government. And so each cake represented a different part of government. It's kind of funny. And you know who ended up doing a lot of it? Me, for the cake. But it was a good project for my son and I to do. He's now 24. It's kind of funny. I should bring that up about our tall cake. All right, so I just put these little bows, and I just put them between the layers. Isn't that cute? I just love how that looks on there. And then this stamp set, it comes with really a good variety. I made a video last week showing the berries on the cake, but I'm gonna do the flower today. And so I'm just gonna take a white scrap and stamp some of these flowers here. Oops. And actually I'm gonna stamp one on the inside of this is the inside of the card, and put it one like so, it'll be like so, because we're doing a tall card. And now I'm going to use my little paper snips. Our paper snips are great for cutting out things. They have a nice sharp point, and they're not real big, so it's just easier to work with. Now, I kind of go in spurts of doing fussy cutting. Often I have dies that just do this for me, but sometimes I just get in a mood where I just want to cut some things out. Actually, I'm going to pick up my niece from school today, so I'll probably bring some of this ready, and I'll just cut it in carpool lengths. Oh, I don't miss those days of having to sit in carpool. So I'm gonna have several of these, and I already cut some just because I don't want you to have to sit forever and watch me do that. And oh, one last thing. I also have this little strip. This is 2 3/4 by a 1/2 inch. And so I put 2 of the stamps together, time for cake. So I just, when I was putting them on, I set them on here how I wanted them to be even, like how level, and then I just put the block on top, and it's a good way to make sure that you're going straight. So I thought I would just put these on, whoops, this time for cake, and then I'm just gonna take my little snips and trim off the edge, and then I'm going to put this towards the very top of the card. And so these, I don't know, what do you think? Do you think it looks better just plain in the center, or actually I'm gonna do Lemon Lolly with the blends. So it's Flirty Flamingo, and then I'll just add a little yellow to the center, just because we can. Blends are so great to work with. I'm using the lightest of the Lemon Lolly. All right. I don't even need that many. Cutting just so I can make a bunch more later. When I make cards, I like to just do a ton, just because might as well. Actually, I should have laid these out first just to see how they're gonna go. I think I need 3. So I'll put this in the center, and then put a little adhesive on back of each of these. Other than having to fussy cut that out, it really is a fairly quick card that you can do. And now I'm just gonna put this on the Flirty Flamingo. I'll have all the dimensions in the video in the comment area so you can see that. And then this will go here. So isn't this fun? It makes me feel springy. We've had some unusually warm weather here. It was actually 63 degrees in Minnesota yesterday, which in February is crazy. So here is the finished card, and then here is the other card. So 2 completely different looks with the same stamp set. So anyway, I hope you get time to create soon, and give this Cake Fancy a try. I think it's much more versatile than you would think. You could even just do a card with some flowers. So like I wanted to do one today with just the candles. So it doesn't have to always have a cake in there. I hope you get time to create, like I said before, and go ahead and write some cards out. Be an encouragement to someone this week. Have a good day.